I'm not late. 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 Shit. Okay. Huh? Hello? Ah, good, good, good. Here. Am I? Good. I guess. Good. Wait. Well, we will see. I don't know if it's too loud. 20. Good. 20. Yeah. Hopefully it's safe. I have to check again. Wait. Model. Here. Yeah. Oh. Disappeared. Like this. Yeah. Let's go. Ah. Ha. Oh. That's not the story. This is the story. Ah. Yeah. Tori? Oh, what is this? Okay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Sure. Let's go with that. Ba-dum, bum. Yay. Now let's check stream. Alright, I will start right away because I want to do Act 3 today. I don't know how I'm gonna finish 3 chapters in 3 weeks when 41 and 42 are super long. 41 has 6 hours probably and 42 is longer. I don't know. Let's go. Let's just go. Oh, I don't have any other trials. Okay. Ah! Reading. Honkai beasts have reappeared in the city as expected. Okay. It will make this quick. I hate Fuhua's playstyle so much. Bronya and Fuhua. Those two. I guess it's skill issue. What's happening? What's this thing? Quick, stay away from it. Don't be nervous, sign. I will draw their attention and you take care of the citizens. Huh? Oh, yep. I think we are safe now. Fuha inspected this area to ensure it was no longer threatened by Honkai beasts and its residents had been evacuated by Yuri. Erudite. I still don't know what the pronunciation of the name is. Erudite. Emerite. Emi. What are those Sumeru things called? Not sphinx people? What are they? I forgot what they were. Emerites. Or something. Thank you, Fuha. There wasn't many people there.
手分けして行動した方が効率的だってオレンジ姉さんが言ってたんだけど、鐘の音を聞いたらほとんどの人が自分の家に帰って隠れちゃうから、僕は自分の担当エリアを確認した後、街の境で動けなくなってる人もいるかもって気づいて、
Okay, it's too
ここに
quiet.
来たんだ。
鋭い判断です。
You are very keen. Not at all, Fuha. I just made a lucky guess. I wasn't prepared. If only I was as brave and agile as Red, or as clever as Blue, I wouldn't have gotten myself into danger.
和光君にもあなたらしい良さがあるじゃないですか。
But you have your own wisdom.
私が駆けつけるまでカメラのフラッシュで崩壊獣を追い払おうとしていたでしょ。
Just hello. Just flash a camera at the monsters, they will run away for sure. Sorry for being late, it's alright, you don't need to apologize. I was almost late. Also, I might do Act 3 too, so I don't know how long the stream will be. But if you get bored, just feel free to leave, okay? I don't want to hold you hostage here. I don't know how to put the mic correctly. Oh no. Okay, this will do. The tracking is kind of okay, it's good. That's being able to think on your feet is also a talent. Okay, noted. She's right, you did fantastic.
あんなに短い間に怪獣を全部倒しちゃうなんてすごくかっこよかった。
オレンジさんのところは大丈夫でしたか？
Yeah, I met Green and she told me the city center has been stabilized. I don't know if I want to read all the dialogue today. What did you miss? Nothing. I just started and did some fighting. There was a fight with monsters. Yeah, that's it. I didn't know if I will be able to stream today because I have had a headache, but it cleared up, so it's good. How are you doing? Green's the most serious out of all us. She only says that she knows, so I came to inform you immediately. What about the other Vitas? How well do they fight compared to you two? Why do you ask? If we have a problem, we can overcome it as long as we unite. You're fine? You know, saying that you're fine means that you're not fine. You're fine. I'm fine too. This might have nothing to do with how well we fight, but we have the artifact, right, Simon? Yeah. Artifact. Is there secret weapon as city administrator? I know. Is it also an inherent rule of this city? Ah. You are fine. What's wrong with the rigging? Hello? I am here. I'm right here. Good. I have to open my mouth more so the tracking does its thing. Hello? Ah. Ah. But Orange, the second type of monster just appeared. At this rate, will there be more types of them? Look, I took a picture. Erudite showed them his camera. Albeit blurred by moving lens, they could make out Archangel and Knight in the same picture. Oh, it's true, the variety of monsters has increased. That's a major discovery. Props to you. I sound so dead! Oh, it's not a big deal, Orange. As administrators, their understanding of Honkai is terribly little. I need to put the audio up more. But I can't because I'm in quest mode, in dialogue. Hopefully I can change it soon. With so many uncertain certain, yeah. But how do you uncertainties at hand? Who had to concentrate and analyze every fleeting possibility. Only this process was quickly interrupted. She felt a small hand on her back. And I cut off the singing. Encompassing Rose on her tiptoes, gently petting and comforting Fuhua. From her posture, it seemed like she originally intended to pet Fuhua on her head, but the height difference made her give up. Small. I got it! I got the uncertainty. Orange, what are you? It's alright, Fuhua. Don't worry about it. We may have never fought those monsters before, but there are 6 more Me's, not mess. I am a mess. Me's in the city. If we discuss the problem together, we will surely find a solution. Yes, the solo rule. Fighting monsters must be tiring, so give yourself a break. We Vitas can do our jobs. Orange is right. You are right. Learning is the long-term approach. In that case, are we holding that assembly now? Yep, just over at the square. Even though Green stressed that she doesn't want outsiders there, I don't think you count as an outsider anymore. Did I forget to introduce her? Green's the disciplined Vita. She can be downright rigid at times, but that's because she's a responsible person at heart. English. Don't mind what she says. When we get to the square, I will speak for you. Thank you. My introvert self appreciates it. And Fuwa does too, for sure. And you helped us immensely, so you can't be a bad person. If another Vita objects, I will put in a good word for you. Ah. But I'm not orange, so I might not be able to persuade anyone. That's alright. It's the heart that matters. Let's go then. Very good English. Thank you. Let's go then. I want to meet the other administrators. By the way, if I recall correctly, there are 7 Vitas, right? Yep. Red, me, yellow, green, indigo, blue, and violet. Red. Oh. We all have our own responsibility and are equally important. I do odd jobs. I can't compare to them. It's red. Orange Cyan, what took you so long? Eh? Who's that behind you? Yeah, 7 Vitas. 8. There is an... Huh? There is a big one. A big Vita. Huh? The big one will show up soon, I think. I wanted to check how long the quests are, so I skimmed through a video and I spoiled myself. So she will show up within the 2 acts. I don't know what she's doing here, but anyways. Oh no, that's not important. The question is what took you so long, and where are the other Vitas? Be patient, Red. Here we are. And I assume Green has arrived, so I saw her just now. Green? She did show up, but left shortly after. She said she spotted Violet and was going to drag her over. That means 5 of us are present. Maybe Yellow and Blue will have arrived by then. Aren't you guys too relaxed? This is an emergency. What's going on? Spoilers. Yeah, you should be careful with me. I like spoilers. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have said that. But... Hey. And that Green, she refused to commence the assembly because some of us weren't present. Why couldn't she talk it over with us first? Playing by the rules is her strong suit. Remember the big blackout and the mass children's disappearance before that? Wasn't she the one who organized her to solve them for blah 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 blah. Together. You are right. But she's still making me wait. Wait a minute. Red, was it you that rang the bell? Yeah, it's me. Because Honkai beasts suddenly appeared in the city. Honkai beasts? What's that? Nani sore? Nani? It's a kind of monster that lives to destroy because Honkai energy. Yeah, because Honkai. Oh, I know. It's the temporary name you gave. We've never seen before. Yeah, they go con. What the fuck? When they walk, and they definitely have a temper. So calling them Honkai beasts is just spot on. Way to go, Lion. Oh no, I didn't name them. Who had it? That's not the point. Apparently, teaching these small city representatives what Honkai is would take quite some time. So Red, why did you ring the bell? Doesn't sound like it's because of Honkai beasts. Because I couldn't. because I can explain, but something big is definitely about to happen. Red flailed her arms and recounted to everyone the little commotion she was in. Starting this morning, first the nervous residents, then the animals that lost their stuff, followed by the Honkai beasts that lost their way. It was a big fuss, a sure sign that something big was about to happen. So immediately... My fucking voice acting. All of a sudden, a hand knocked on her head lightly from behind. Knock knock, who's I knew you rang the bell without confirmation again, Red. At some point, two new Vitas, one green colored, and one violet colored, had arrived at the scene. Can you recite the rules I emphasized to you earlier? Of course. What was it again? 1. Observe the developing situation. 2. Deduce the situation will continue to develop. 3. Describe the curse of this... Curse! I'm cursed. Deduce the situation will continue to develop. 3. Describe the course of the situation accurately in the assembly. You can only ring the assembly bell if those conditions are met, but you always do it without thinking. Green, don't be too hard on her. Every assembly that Red initiated has produced good results in the end. For one, she got us into housing the stray animals. Or would you rather cancel the assembly now? I can't. The rules specify that once the bell rings, we must complete the assembly procedures. It's to ensure the city's safety. Seeing her take a step back, encompassing, shot righteous and a meaningful glance and smiled smugly. And luck. The model just froze. Now we only have to wait for yellow and blue. About that, the Vita who had not spoken yet chimed in, violet-colored and innocent-looking. She was dragged here by discipline. Actually, I think they have disappeared. I think they're disappeared. Disappeared? What the heck? Did they get lost just like the Honkai beast? Let me explain. I rushed here after order was restored in the city center, only to discover that Red and I were the only ones to arrive on time. Sorry, I was spotted by Honkai Beast, so Orange went looking for me. Orange filled me in. That's not your fault. As for Purple, I assume she's out helping people again. Because people always need helping with this or that. I was heading toward the square, but on my way I saw Lana's dog hiding in a box, too scared to go home. Habu's yard fence knocked over by monsters. Barnes' bamboo basket left outside his door. Oh right, a green who asked me to find Yellow and others, since she's the most cooperative Vita and all. Anyway, I found Violet and asked her to get the 2 remaining Vitas with me, but we didn't find them after digging through the city center. They still have not shown up for the assembly. Maybe they ate bad food or got lost? Blue is the smartest among us. Among us. He shouldn't get lost. If they really got lost, we would have found them by now, not to mention Yellow never lies. I can't imagine why she would avoid us. The atmosphere suddenly grew heavy. Then, what should we do now? According to Green's rules, we can commence the assembly unless the 7 Vitas are all present, right? You're wrong, Sile. Dead. No. Hope not. Wait. Oh. Sorry, I blame my memory. First of all, this isn't my rule, but this city's rule. Secondly, the rule is we can't commence that assembly unless all the available Vitas are present. If Blue and Yellow are unavailable, you have all the more reason to commence it now. Wait. That's green? Oh, it is green. It looks... This Vita looks yellow on my computer, but green on my tablet. Eh? Perhaps right now, the city is in the midst of a critical emergency that requires us the most. It seems that as the leader of the Vitas, she isn't uncompromising, quite the opposite. She's very adaptable. As if having heard Fuwa's inner assessment of her, Green suddenly shifted her gaze to her. Oh yeah, it's like lime. It's not fully green or fully yellow. I assume you were Fuwa? I heard about you from Orange. Orange. I'm the disciplined Vita, and she's the harmonious Vita. We are grateful that you helped us repel the monsters. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. The following assembly of Vitas can only be attended by Vitas in principle. But, as some Vitas haven't arrived yet, there are openings. Who's cringe? Oh, my brain froze. She looked embarrassed when she said this, which is to say, we're obliged to fill those openings, which is in no way a violation. Yeah. Orange? Orange is orange. Cringe. Okay, I get it now. My brain just froze up when I read that. I don't know why. I just went blank. Plus, we're in need of help right now. green means she wants you to join our discussion. My voice just gave up. Orange, don't talk like yellow. Strictly speaking, I do want Fuhua to attend this assembly temporarily, as our special advisor. But, Fuhua, do you agree? Of course. I hope I can be of help to all of you. I'm happy to hear that. Any objection? We welcome her, right, Cyan? Yes. I agree too. My gut tells me she's a good person. Are we done yet? Let's get started already. Cyan is so shy. The Vitas took their position in exchange what they and Fuhua know. In short, we need to address two problems. The first one is these monsters that Fuhua calls Honkai beasts. Let's call them that from now on. Not many have appeared so far, and they were taken down by Fuhua, but they may reappear anytime. According to science observations and Fuhua's clarifications, they are growing in variety and becoming stronger. The longer I stream, the more my tongue twists and turns and knots. I just took some pictures. The credit mostly goes to Fuhua. Anyhow, only Fuhua is able to combat them at present. They are all the colors of the rainbow. Well, not really, but yeah. Cyan is not in rainbow, I guess. This is because we only have regular weapons for policing. Cyan. Cyan is missing. This is because we only have regular weapons for policing purposes and storage, since the city is usually peaceful. Though, using all those weapons at once wouldn't hurt. I don't think that would hurt the monsters. And that's the first problem, which will be called the Honkai Beast Crisis. Crisis, Merry Crisis. The second one is yellow and blue. The voracious Vita and the mindful Vita have gone missing. I've confirmed this with Violet. We need to... Violet is very violent, yes. We need to figure out why they didn't come to the assembly and where they went. Do you have any other questions? Of course. Green, why did you ignore my information? The small animals were triggered by their early detection of Honkai beasts. Even if it was triggered by something else, we can discuss it later. What say you? What do you say? Well, I think the mood of the small animals is just as important. By the way, this model, I think it's a dog. I don't think this is a cat. But we should deal with the Honkai beasts and find the two missing Vitas first. Yes, as this city administrators, we have priorities. After we restore peace to the city, the small animals will surely become happy again. Yeah, like, I don't know, a husky or, you know, dogs with pointy ears? Because The tail doesn't look like a cat's tail, unless it's a really fluffy cat. But even then, it looks more like a dog. I don't know. Maybe it's a cat dog. It's a fox. A fox is a cat dog, basically. Fox is a... How is it said? Yeah. Fox is a cat with a... Fox has a cat software and dog hardware. If only there was a way to return everything to normal in a snap. Snap. Ah! Hear me out. Is this the time for us to use the artifact? Hearing this, the other 4 Vitas fell silent. Simon... Another word! Another... Simultaneously. I say it right in my head, but not out loud. From their shocked look and abrupt glance exchanges, Fuwa could tell it meant much more than that. Red, do you mean... Oh no, here we go again. Absolutely not. Damn. Why? Didn't Orange and Cyan say we can't fight those big monsters? Didn't Green and Violet fail to find Yellow and Blue? Since we are out of ideas, it's time to use the artifact. Excuse me, I've heard it before, but what exactly is this artifact? It was used for fighting Honkai beasts as well as finding people. I assume it's not an ordinary weapon. Naturally, divine keys were the first thing that sprang to Fuha's mind. They were artificial creations of many uses and forms. They provided humanity with the means of combating Honkai, and were associated with concepts such as religion and archaeology in the common eyes. For an instant, her mind roamed further. If there was a precursor, what are these words? Civilization that predated the Vitas. Or there was someone with superpower who could create things out of thin air, much like the Herrscher of Sentience or Herrscher of Reason. Wait. I have... No. Not this. No. Wait. Huh? Disappear? Hey. Cancel. I have 1 brain cell apparently. Only 1. Can I add something? Anyway. I had a idea, but I won't waste time. I wanted to find a divine key and hold it. Wait. Give me. Is there a PNG of Abyss Flower? Probably. Oh. Oh shit, there is. There is one. Oh. I have ascended. This one. Hey. Can I just add it here, please? Somewhere? Ah, okay. If only I knew where the item folder is. Quick, quick, quick. Quick, quick, quick. Quick, quick, quick. Resources? No, not resources. Streaming assets. Items. Ha! Hehe. I have a plan. I have a plan. And my plan is great. Give me... Ah! Wait. No! My plane. My plane. My... Ah! It glitched. Alright. Can I close this now? Oh. Ah! Is my... I'm... What? Hello? Excuse me? I can do it. I can't do it. Okay, we'll close it. I can't drag it over. It keeps crashing. Ah! Scream. Just scream. I'm going to scream till it works. Eh. Items. Now, drag it over. Here. Yeah. Now, let's... Abyss flower doko. Where? Where is abyss flower? Oh. I don't have to restart it. Do I have to? Oh no. It's not here. What even is this? Wait. What is that? Huh? A flame? Huh? Okay. Alright. Well, I failed. Oh! Wait, so... Can I remove this? Wow. I'm just gonna remove it all. You are stinky! Who's stinky? Abyss flower. Okay. Can I... Okay, whatever. I have 2 abyss flowers? That's not what I wanted. Give me abyss flower and just flip it. Okay, I'm holding abyss flower and I just, my brain cells just connected, you know? My brain cells just, it just clicked to me. That this is how I put something behind me. Oh no. I'm just breaking everything. No. This is broken. No, I'm not big brain. Just failure. Picture. I'm not big brain. I'm stupid. Okay, I will just leave it like this. I have abyss flower. I am the strongest person on this planet now. I have the power of life and death. Or like healing and decomposing matter. I don't really know. It's a weapon. It's not an umbrella, it's a lance. It's a lance. A holy lance. Let's just swing it around. Wow. Because none of us have seen the artifact. Let me explain. The artifact is one of the authorities that city representatives can activate to maintain the order and safety of phosphorus. I wanted to read it as photoshopped. Photoshop! No! Phosphorus. We have 3 emergency response levels. Level 1 is the patrolling and coordination by Vitas. It's for handling the daily issues of residents. It really is not an umbrella, it's a lens. But it would be a pretty umbrella. I want it. Level 2 is assembly of Vitas, like the one we are having. It's for handling major events that we can't handle alone. Level 3 is the artifact. It's said that once activated, it can solve all our troubles in a whoosh. Wow. According to the rules of city representatives, when the city faces an irredeemable crisis by anonymous consent of the 7 Vitas, we can activate the artifact in the square. It has the power to restore order and peace to the city. I have seen it with my own eyes, though. We have worked very hard, so the city has never once sunk into a major crisis. But this time it's different. This time there are Honkai bees. There has never been a problem that even green and blue can't handle, right? Blue will be here, and who has subdued the Honkai bees? The situation hasn't worsened to that point. But how do you say that? You take preventative measures. Yes, preventative measures. We can't watch things before become irredeemable. If we try using the artifact, maybe the citizens won't have to hide indoors, and yellow and blue will just come back in a jiffy. Ah, my head! It's light. The turbulent situation, the disappeared companions, not companies. There are companies that could disappear though. This was perhaps the deepest concern of the Vitas, and why activate the artifact. But this pointed out the heart of the matter. Red, take a moment to calm down and think this through. We can't activate the artifact precisely because yellow and blue aren't present. Without them, we don't have the full authority unless... Anyway, this is completely unlike a Vitas assembly. Authority? Noticing the doubt in Fuha's eyes, Cyan tugged at her hem discreetly. Fuha, do you remember the time when we let you into the museum? I talk like a robot now. My tongue is getting twisted. What Orange used was the authority. Is he talking about opening the secret door to the museum? Her eyes fell on Cyan's chest. Oh no. Or the key-like object that was hanging there, to be exact. Okay. You have noticed? Actually, every Vita has the same key in Green's words. It's the authority. By using it, we can fully unlock any doors in the city. But the artifact is the only exception. It requires... Requires, not recries. I want to recry every day. Requires 7 Vitas to provide 7 keys simultaneously to activate. The artifact is the last resort. It's too early to say we must use it, especially when we have a powerful helper. She looked at Fuhua. Very powerful. Orange is right. With or without a helper, we Vitas can do many things if we rely on the artifact to solve all our problems. What good are city representatives? But are you giving in to those monsters? The red we now want. Giving in? No way. It's just a monster attack. I'm fast. I'm the fastest and most... I'm the fastest and most skilled Vita. I can give in before you all. I think that it's supposed to say fastest. Just tell me where to start. Do you want to beat up those monsters with Fuhua or dig into the earth to find yellow and blue? Earth? So it's on Earth. I thought that it was some kind of bubble universe or something. Fuhua, what's your opinion? I think before deciding on the action to take, we should identify the cause of the upheaval. Upheaval? What? Honkai beasts are born from raging Honkai energy, but I didn't observe any Honkai energy pollution in the city center. Additionally, Honkai beasts appear at irregular intervals in groups and mostly on the edge of the city. Speaking from experience, there is likely an area dominated by Honkai energy. Beyond our sight, that is the home base of Honkai beasts. If we find that place, we can assess the situation. So, do you know any places like that? Ah, I know. Isn't that the Forbidden Grounds? Forbidden Grounds? Is that where the Ark is? Yep, it's where we Vitas aren't supposed to enter. We manage the city, but the Forbidden Grounds don't belong to it. The outskirts of the city are outside of our jurisdiction. And we usually stay at our posts. Unless there are special reasons, such as finding a place for small animals to play or taking the elderly on an outing. Then we make short excursions there. But the Forbidden Grounds are more special than that. They are the ruins located on the city fringe we call Hesperus. Phosphorus and Hesperus, an untraveled place. That sounds suspicious. Okay, shower. I'm proud of you. I have already showered and ate and brushed my teeth. Don't slip in the shower and hit your head or something. I can fix this thing now. No, that's not the thing I wanted to fix. Oh no. 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 Okay. It won't budge. What do I do with this thing now? Whatever. Let's add this to the chaos. Add it to the chaos. So why can't you ever enter the forbidden grounds? Because they require a different authority? No, this has nothing to do with authority. We can open the doors there, but that doesn't mean we can enter the forbidden grounds. Such is the rule that the city has imposed on its representatives. 66%. That won't hold for 3 hours. This raised more questions for Fuhua, but before she could voice them, Avita spoke up. This is a blind spot. Since the forbidden grounds aren't overseen by Avita, monsters would naturally flock to them. Not to mention, Green and the others aren't able to research that place. It all clicks. Now, I think Yellow and Blue might be there as well. No wonders we couldn't find them. It all makes sense. We just need to take a look in the forbidden grounds. I'm a genius. I'm a genius. A genius. Yeah. I'm going to check something. How long is it? Act 2. How long did I go? How far am I? Okay. Oh. I don't think I will do Act 2 today. Act Act 3. But if Yellow and Blue are there, and Honkai Beast too, wouldn't that be super dangerous? This is bad. Let's go to the Forbidden Grounds now. No, what I meant was, before Violet could explain, Red had leaped down from the platform. Red? Red. I will go scout around the Forbidden Grounds. You guys catch up first. She darted into the distance. Ah! It's the vitification of deer. I will catch up with her. Don't worry, it has long been proven that a city representative can enter the Forbidden Grounds. That said, assuming Honkai beasts made their lairs near the Forbidden Grounds, it's possible for Yellow and Blue to accidentally enter them. The city has many sturdy houses. They can withstand Honkai beasts for some time as long as 2 Vitas stay to maintain order. Then leave it to Purple and me. Orange and Cyan, can I trouble you to accompany Fuhua? You are more familiar with her. No problem. Green, you've gotten more considerate. Then let's set out, shall we? Let's go. The outskirts of the city and the Forbidden Grounds. Hopefully I will be able to help the Vitas. And if I get the chance, I need to figure out where this place is and why I'm here. Okay. The outskirts aren't exactly what I imagined. What's wrong? Something bothering you? Oh, sorry, I got distracted. Since Violet said she would take the elderly hiking here, I assumed it would look like the tourist destinations I've been to. Violet is a huge softie. Whenever we need help, we either go to Red or her. For example, when the elderly want to take a walk, but we don't have nice scenery here. Violet would find a clearing for them to sit down, read books, watch movies, and take turns to tell stories. Watch movies? Ah, okay. Even the blandest landscapes and stories become vivid when infused with the colors of different life experiences. I say this is the true meaning of traveling. I see. The city is lucky to have you as its representatives. I know, right? But this region is out of our control. After all, it doesn't belong to Phosphorus. We are in Hesperus. Hesperus? Yeah, the city we live in is called Phosphorus and the ruins region outside the city is called Hesperus. Essentially the morning star and the evening star. I've no idea who named them, but we have been using these names for as long as I can remember. Wouldn't it sound terribly lonely if we just call them the ruins? The morning star and the evening star. Shiming and Chan gang. Okay. Oh, that's how they are called in my tongue. They both refer to the star indicating day-night alternation. Wait, why those two words? Could the person who named this city be... Fuha, look! I found it. Traces of Honkai energy. Looking where Cyan was pointing, they saw a faintly visible dark purple track on the ground. I happen to have taken some pictures around here. The differences are pretty clear. He showed Fuha his camera. The stones next to the track have obviously been turned over and I can see footprints if I look close enough. Wait a minute, these footprints look like someone was avoiding something. You two, get behind me now. Did this Honkai beast get a little stronger? Oh, I can do this. Yes, 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 yes. Let's go with Freddy. You can tell? No, really. I don't know, it's just a feeling. Because this time their attacks are more flexible, so that's a good summary. Okay, the Phoenix Fuhua is kind of good playstyle wise. It's bearable. I don't know her combo attacks. I hope Red's okay. She's sharper than that. Besides, there isn't any signs of assault. You're back! Hello! You didn't miss anything. They just went into the ruins, into the forbidden area. Or like, right now we're on the outskirts and we aren't, I don't think we're in the forbidden area yet, but yeah. And Red ran off somewhere. That's it. Cha! Okay. Oh. Actually, the open world for some reason isn't pixelated. Boom. Welcome back, by the way. Oh! It's the Ark. Oh. Isn't it? This fissure. Looks like we have to detour. We only took out some straggles, and should still be more distance, some distance away from their lairs. Fuhua, do you see the building across this fissure? That's the Forbidden Grounds. Actually quite close, isn't it? Walk a little farther along the fissure, cross a bridge and we will be at its door. Red should be near there. Let's hurry up. Show us. Show us. Show us. Show it. No. This fissure is indeed gigantic. Has there been an earthquake before? Oh, the first thing that we heard in Act 1, no? It does feel like the earth shaking and the buildings all collapsing, that kind of thing. Ah, what I said must be confusing. Would you like to take a break? Because it's a long story. I told you that the city we live in is called Phosphorus. In your language it should be... What is it called again? Shiming? I think that Q is read as she. I'm not sure. No wonder you're our city registrar. Please write down these 2 names so that the other Vitas can use the same names as Fuhua. Right. But we didn't live here in the beginning. Long ago, before people lived in a different place, which in your language is Changyang. That's right. One day, a catastrophe befell us and destroyed our initial home. That's the Ark! That's the Ark! Here. That's where Greasio is, right? Yeah. or was. The Vitas had to work together to lead the people to migrate and build their new home, which is now Shiming. And this massive rift is the scar left by the catastrophe. That's the long and short of it, I think. Her answer was somehow ambiguous. You didn't use the artifact at that time? Yeah, that's strange. Cyan, have you ever used the artifact before? What if we did use it, only to have it erase our memories afterward? I don't think so. But I can't recall what happened back then. It was ages ago. Anyhow, even with putting the artifact to use, we have overcome plenty of difficulties. Red is so anxious today, mainly because yellow and blue are missing. Yeah, but I think they'll be fine. Because blue is the smartest Vita and yellow is an upright and brave child. By the way, I want to catch up to this story before part 2 of Honkai releases, but I can't think of a day that I could stream an additional stream during the week. Like, during the week, since I have work, it's kind of like I go from work, I eat, I shower, and I go to stream. And that's my day. And I have to have energy the next day. So, but if it's during like Friday or Sunday, I think that it's too early to stream again. I don't know. How old are the Vitas? Who knows? The big Vita is old. I don't even know how old she is. Maybe they are ageless. Fuhua is 50,000 years old. That's what I know for sure. Fuhua is a fossil. The others must also think I'm missing. Fuhua had not had time to sort out her situation since coming to this city. She raised her head and observed this forbidden ground. This mysterious sprouted in her heart. A retroid advanced city-state, an unexplained Honkai catastrophe, a strange museum, and a group of peculiar administrators. Based on the recount of Orange and Cyan, the history of Shiming and Changsheng is wildly different from any history I know. Changsheng. Changeng, no Changsheng. I'm pronouncing the words like an English speaker. So this place should be a remote and untouched paradise, a bubble universe in the sea of Quanta, a crafted dream. Maybe it's a crafted dream by Vita. I don't know. I'm just gonna go with... What is more likely? Probably not the first one. I'm not sure if 7 Vitas are a normal thing on Earth. Sea of Quanta? Possibly. I'm gonna go with this. A paradise without Honkai. Unchanging terminal reading. This was possible in a dream. Ah! Yeah. I guess it doesn't matter. A paradise with... Yo. It's the Senti chicks. Ah. And Fuhua. In her celestial outfit. But obviously, if the Herrscher of Sentience was the mastermind behind all this, Fuha would be surrounded by screeching creatures and busy dealing with a carpet of feathers. She quickly ruled out all known dream makers. The problem was, if this wasn't a dream, how could she explain the previous suspicions? So this place should be a bubble universe? Yeah. The billions of blue bubble universes in the Sea of Kantla could, in theory, accommodate any fantastical world. The Sea of Quanta is... Why is there a paw? Is a chaotic space with bubble universes, which are like small worlds. Chaotic worlds. Yeah. But Fuha took out the article hidden under her top again. She had seen the reading on it when it was by the Vitas. The reading had not changed at all. The doctors gave me the portable terminal of Cosmic Juggernaut before I departed, just in case. Although their intention was to prevent the Herrscher of Sentience from being involved in more incidents, the portable terminal could display the dimensional basis of the proper world, but it couldn't establish communication with anyone. Yeah, that would be a giant kitty. The strange state could only mean one thing. Fuha's missing was outside Cosmic Juggernaut's coverage, but not yet inside the Sea of Quanta. Huh? Yeah, the Cosmic Juggernaut is like the Abyss Flower that I'm holding. It's a divine key. And this one has the power to see, to watch like bubble universes in the Sea of Quanta. I don't know if you can visit them with the Cosmic Juggernaut, I guess, but you can observe them. Could it be? So this place should be a remote and untouched paradise. So it was the first one. The problem is, I don't even know what this first one means. Like, what is a remote and an untouched paradise? So it's on Earth? Is it like some space error or whatever? On a planet that had entered the space age. Could a civilized region that was independent of the globalized society exist? No, this would be too bizarre. A civilization so advanced cannot be isolated. It's unlikely that this place is on the proper Earth. So this place should be... I don't know. The next thing Fuha knew was the two Vitas watching her together with attentive eyes. Sorry, I was dreaming again. You look awfully troubled. Could it be you're homesick after hearing us talk about home? Huh? Huh? When we first met, you were thinking about how to get out of here, right? Don't underestimate our observation skills, which we train every day. It's okay. If you... we will work it out together. I wouldn't call myself troubled. I was just pondering how I got here. There were a few possibilities, but I denied them one by one. In the end, I had to set my doubts aside. Set them aside? First things first. Since I've promised you, I should finish your commission first. And I don't know this place well enough. Solving easier problems first and hard ones later is the natural progression. After I help you find your companions, I will try to find mine. When the time comes, Vitas will help. We will find your companions together. I'm counting on it. I sound dead again. Huh? Fuha, there are more purple marks here. The degree of Honkai energy pollution hasn't deepened. We are undoubtedly in the right direction. Where is it? It's big. It's huge. Ah! That's a big fucking spaceship, okay? Someone also placed these stones here. I know it's a habit of Brett's. Oh. She does this when she can't solve a problem by counting her fingers. I see she was calculating the number of Honkais here before sneaking in. What a bold but cautious child. I see she was calculating the number of Honkais. What marks are here? Look real fresh. Watch out! Okay, I won't be able to do Act 3. There is no way today. It's too long. Act 2, and I'm going to sleep. Maybe I can try doing half of Act 3. After defeating a small wave of Honkai beasts, the three were near their destination. Overall, there aren't that many Honkai beasts here. What if the Forbidden Grounds aren't where they originated either? Okay. My phone is... okay. We're here. Look, that's our bridge. Bridge? You call this a bridge? Where? Ah. The out-of-place construct in front of her was glaringly different from her understanding of bridges. Well, you can cross it, it's a bridge. Then, what she had seen and heard in Shiming and Shansheng, most things were disharmonious to a degree. If it was only the accumulation of this sense of disharmony crossing the threshold, Fuhua wouldn't have been so surprised. However, unlike those that came before it, the bridge gave Fuhua a vague premonition, despite still not knowing where she was. No, we are not falling down. She was beginning to suspect that she came here for a purpose. She has a purpose. At the same time, it was first aka Shiming. Oh, Green, I'm here. I see several Honkai beasts. Be careful and don't alert them. 3 residents are missing. Find them as soon as possible and find the exit. I will handle the rest. They used A-step? Okay. London Bridge is falling down. Ah! She's so small and so shortened. Why is the Honkai beast? Okay. She's so slow. I'm doomed. Doomed. I shouldn't have snuck out. Isn't this Ian? So you've been hiding here. You're Violet. Violet. I... Don't be afraid. You're safe now. Come with me. I will take you home. Oh no, I'm laughing at someone's misery. Oh well, anyway. No, 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 no. Well, how am I? Is anyone here to save me? I'm going to die! Don't talk like you're gonna die now. Violet, you're scared. You scared me. Why are you here too? To save you, Lana. Of course, let me guess. You're wandering about again because you couldn't find flower. Don't worry, we have rescued it. Now it's your turn. Really? I'm relieved. Thank you so much. Abababababab. Good. Run, 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 run. Running. An old man. Peter. Couldn't do this. Peter, are you okay? Violet, is that you? Take it easy. Give me your hand. I will get you out right away. Oh, my voice died. Breathe. Yeah, that. Ah, wait. I will get your meds here. Oh, I'm exhausted. Tori is exhausted from doing absolutely nothing. That's my life. I can finally breathe. Thank you, Violet. I thought my old bones would never see you again. Don't say that. You are safe now. Come with me. I take your time. And take your time. I will take your time. Well done, Violet. Well done, Violet. Those three have gotten home safely. Piece of cake. Luckily, you are familiar with everyone's personality and habits. If I were you, I wouldn't have been able to find them all within such a short span. I'm the harmonious Vita for a reason. Now that you are done, it's time to head back. Before you go, remember to restore the blockade at the junction. What? No problem. Huh? Blockade and the junction? Don't tell me you forgot. If you don't block the road, Honkai beasts can still come in. Oh. I guess I forgot. Psst, I forgot. Now I guess our city is going to die. They're coming at me. Come to me. I know how to handle them. Run. Run. Oh. As the dust settled in the physical sense, the Honkai beasts that tried to invade Shiming were blocked out of the safety zone by the Vitas. I almost had a heart attack. Yeah, me too. I thought I was going to make a big mess. Don't worry, the residents are safe and the Honkai beasts are being held off. For now, we can review and optimize the process later. One's carelessness equals everyone's carelessness. Get yourselves together. We've got work to do. Okay. But Green, how did you stop them? Remember, we rebuilt the Habu family house a few months ago. Of course, their house was old enough to collapse. For their safety, out. The smart bricks left after demolishing that house are perfect for building trap to block that road. Brave. I see. This way we can block the road without damaging other buildings. You are so thoughtful. But I remember Blue took what remained of that house. Yes, I didn't set up the trap. It was Blue. I merely saw the instructions he left me while evacuating the residents. I wouldn't have time to deconstruct it otherwise. My English is messing up. Wow. Green took out the terminal used by city representatives and showed Violet the information on its screen. Phosphorus, warehouse access log, 40 minutes ago, accessed by Mindful Vita. Phosphorus, warehouse access log, 40 minutes ago, accessed by Voracious Vita. It was blue and yellow too. 40 minutes ago, about the time we were together. Looks like they were secretly preparing to stop this attack at the time, but why secretly? Anyway, I'm just happy to know yellow and blue are both fine. Green's frown only tightened as she watched Violet's rejoice. The message left by her two missing colleagues did assuage her fear. However, the leader of the Vitas, she had a lot more to worry about. Violet, have you ever thought about that if blue and yellow are safe, why are they hiding from us? That's blue we are talking about. There is a reason behind his every move. Blue is he too, okay. I'm worried they might be caught up in dangerous incidents, so they can't show themselves. Dangerous incidents they never occurred to me. But I feel like Blue can take good care of himself. He's one of the most dependable Vitas. If he has any plans, we can trust him. That's what my gut tells me. Your gut again, although it has always been on point so far. I know, right? A blue isn't alone. And a blue isn't yellow with him. She's the type of person to stop blue from doing anything extreme. Okay, yellow. She's like that. Violet, you reminded me. Since yellow and blue are together, we can find blue if we find yellow. And we can find yellow if we find blue. And she's the type to leave traces in places we might have ignored, if she's operating in the city out of her own volition. Violet, go over all access logs in the system with me. Great. No, I'm helpful. Not so fast. We don't know what happened to them yet. The examination only lasted 10 minutes or so. They finally found their answer. Are they okay? Found. Yellow's other access log is the early morning museum. Don't think anyone's here, Green. They had hoped to find their colleagues in the museum, but they weren't so lucky, which was expected. Had Yellow not left a record of unlocking the museum gate, honestly, they wouldn't even have thought of it. And that record could only prove the two colleagues they were looking for had been here, not still here. It's okay, at least we can check if they left any clues here. Are you listening? Sorry, I couldn't help but... Violet was fully focused on wiping the glass display case with her handkerchief. I want to clean up the museum every time I come here. According to our rules, the monthly cleaning has been performed. And this place is clean to begin with. I'm not you, I'm dumber. And sometimes mix up these rules and regulations. It's just that whenever I see something I can help with, my body will move on its own. I'm getting seriously lightheaded. Doesn't Miss Vita take great care of this place every time she comes back? So I want to keep it sparkling clean to make her happy. Miss Vita? The big Vita? Her friendly face came to their minds at the mention of one of the owners of this museum. You're right, this is her favorite place. Maybe we can clean it more frequently in the future. I wonder when she's coming back this time. Soon, hopefully soon. I want to see her. I'm sure she will bring us more new stories. And we can tell her the things that happened here, like the last time. Miss Vita! Miss Vita! It's the big Vita. Ha! Oh, this is what I saw in the video. Maybe she's not back. Maybe it was just a flashback. Ah, I see. What is it, Red? Did she create them because she was bored or something? Or were they created by Vita's creator? Aren't you standing guard? Or are you here to assert me this time? Oh, big boy. It's the big Vita. Arrest me this time. Arrest, not assert. Let's assert dominance. Not at all. Violet said you came back, so I came right away. You miss me that much? Or is it my new exhibits that you are eager to see? Both. Red, you're too direct. It's fine, I know her all too well. Just give me a second. I'll be put on display once I finish writing this label. Are you reading a text or listening to me talking, listening to me reading it? Because I can't even pay attention to what I'm saying because I'm exhausted. I'm just gonna let the voice acting talk. I'm getting lightheaded.
Vita 姉さん、今回も遠い私たちが行けない場所に行ったんですか？あれは面白い世界だったよ。立派な黒い山脈に広くて白い平原、そして群生のように大地に散りばめられた村と市場。あそこで暮らしていた民族には、1年の中で大事なお祝いの日が9つもあって、その上、盛大なお祭りを3回も開くんだ。
I'm taking a 15-minute break from reading.
お祭りでは、みんなである鳥を真似したダンスを踊るんだよ。特別な香料で味付けされた。
Okay, reading it silently is worse. I can't take the information in. Okay, I'm gonna read and just sacrifice my sanity, I guess. Really? That sounds like tons of fun. No wonder you didn't come back until now. You were having so much fun there that you forgot about us. But I'm gonna read it in monotone because extra energy. Don't say that, Red. Isn't she back with us right now? I would never forget to come back. For a moment, Vita's expression changed subtly. Or rather, it was hard to tell if her expression actually changed at all. What's wrong, Miss Vita? Nothing. Right, you wanna see the souvenirs I got for you? Souvenirs I got for you? Please take good care of them for me as usual. No problem, we promise. I knew it. I could trust you. Then, I'm counting on you, my family. Violet felt like it just happened yesterday. Miss Vita returned to Phosphorus every so often, so why did the time leave such a deep impression on her? She didn't delve into this. Even if she noticed Miss Vita's unusual expression, she didn't know its hidden meaning. Not to mention her walk down memory lane was promptly interrupted by her colleague. Alright, we can reminisce about her later. Wouldn't it be embarrassing if we haven't quelled this disaster by her return? We need to at least find Yellow and Blue. Green looked around as she said that. I just thought that of another possibility. Violet, you know the exhibits better. Are they any different from before? Violet squinted and peered into the depths of the museum. Are they? If there is any difference... If there's any difference, there really is. Oh shit. I apologize. I'm not an eavesdropper or on purpose, nor was it my intention to suddenly speak and frighten you ladies. This is merely a coincidental misunderstanding. You see, once you notice the blind spot that is the exhibits, the truth becomes as glaring and dreary as a drop of ink on white paper. It would be rude of me to continue feigning ignorance at this point. Common courtesy requires me to explain everything to you in person. This is what you deserve for coming here, is it not? Please do not be alarmed. I bear no ill will. This has long been attested to by your two colleagues. Our two colleagues? Blue and yellow. Yes, I will immediately explain where they are. What say you? Would you care to hear me out? Why is the box talking? I don't know. Distinguished city representatives. I'm sorry, Fuhua. It must be difficult to walk here. This bridge has always been dilapidated. What is this word? That... Dilapidated. Dilapidated. Definitely not because we Vitas have neglected it. Right, Cyan? No, it's not our fault. Orange was telling Fuhua stories of the bridge with great enthusiasm, oblivious of the fact that Fuhua's attention had been drawn elsewhere. I did suggest to Blue that he repair it since construction and invention were come here, but it would still be nice to make it less of an eyesore. But he kept saying things like, I haven't researched its structure, or this requires further inspection. This is also his merit, though being considerate and all. Fuhua, be careful if you go there. I remember there is a big hole. Oh no. I guess I will do chapter 42 after part 2 release, because I don't think I have energy to go through. Or I don't know. I will just do chapter 42 after that. After part 2. Yeah. I'm fine, Cyan. Thank you for the warning. I just want to find a good spot to check out this place. I think we can see into the future through this hole. This is... What do you see, Fuhua? Water? Ahead were shadows and shapes that resembled a mirage. Oh, it's not the water. If an ordinary person were to witness this, even if they couldn't immediately understand the meaning behind it, they would still feel the abnormality beyond cognition through instinctive thinking. But for Fuhua, the answer was more obvious. Who is it? The area below this fissure seems to belong to another world. Could it be connected to the Sea of Quanta? As if to prove her suspicion, the apparatus in her pocket beeped lightly just as she leaned over the edge. The Cosmic Juggernaut Terminal. The readings fluctuated for a second and haven't stabilized. Is it still calibrating? It stopped again. This is like... This is like catching signal in a forest. She just needs to get closer to the signal. For some reason, after fluctuating for a brief moment, the readings fell back to default numbers that represented the proper world. It detected the abnormality because I leaned over. Which is to say the fissure under the bridge is dimensionally misaligned with the proper world, or rather the side I'm on. But the terminal couldn't give a stable reading? Is the scale too large? Is the precision too low? Or her brief thinking led to the only conclusion: nothing could be as evidence. And so she turned to the locals for help. Orange-san, can I ask you some questions? Af, you finally spoke again. Just feel free to throw any questions at us. Has any one of you explored the fissure under this bridge? No, we just knew there's a bridge here. The fissure down below is way too deep. I don't think even the bravest rat can do it, let alone others. Then, does the scene down there remind you of anything? Remind us of anything? Don't fissures all look like this? But this is the only fissure in Chang'e, so I don't know what other ones might look like. Sorry. I see. The Vita have no such knowledge. They don't know the Honkai or the Sea of Quanta. She thought she would understand this world better after approaching the Forbidden Grounds, but the reality was the opposite. She kept receiving information that was either ambiguous or contradictory. And so her doubts grew. K. There are 3 known suspicions. 1. This place is abnormal and fuzzy in culture and history. It doesn't look like the proper world. 2. The readings indicate this place isn't in the Sea of Quanta. The two are indirectly connected at most. 3. This high-tech building that the Vitas call bridge looks out of place, and she unconsciously looked down at the fissure beneath again. The fissure. It bears resemblance to the Sea of the Quantum Sea. It is related to world history and it's located here of all places. Orange-san, can you elaborate on the catastrophe? The same catastrophe that destroyed your previous home and created this fissure. Oh, are we on Mars or Venus or something? Well, Mars is going to be part 2, and Vita is from Venus. I don't know. It's quite a leap from the last question. Let me think. No, all I remember was the earth shaking. Cyan, you have a better memory. You tell her. My memory isn't that good, and I don't think there are photos from back then left. That's fine. Just say anything that comes to your mind, or you can just add to my account. If you say so, let me think. The catastrophe that was likely caused by the collision and splitting of tectonic plates. As the ground changed shape in short time, the surface buildings were all destroyed, and it was very much like an earth. But after destroying the buildings, the earth continued to crack. Without the earth to support them, the water bodies the water bodies became rampaging floods. In the end, the fissure appeared and swallowed up the floods, effectively saving the people. This was when Vitas led them away from their old home to build Shiming from scratch. That's about it. Whew. That was amazing, Cyan. You remembered perfectly, like you were reading a textbook. I don't think it was perfect. Indeed, her answer was consistent but superficial. Like reading a textbook. Orange's casual remark echoed in Fuwa's mind. What's Fuwa thinking about now? How can her brain process so much stuff? Speaking of which... Ah! Fuwa, you have been thinking hard. Why don't you sit down and have some sweets with us? Okay, thank you, Orange and Cyan. They're gonna drag her. Following Orange and the 3 sat in a row at the corner of the bridge and began to have some candy. Fuha, how is it? The taste is okay, right? Do you feel more energetic now? It tastes great. This unaltered sweetness reminds me of my hometown. It wasn't flattery. The refreshing sweetness brought Fuha back to the days when she traveled with Book of Fushi. Oh yeah, she disappeared, right? I forgot. The taste of sugar had not seemed to change, whether it was a short time ago or a long time ago. Therefore, it was always comforting. Really? That's great. Thank you, Orange. That's not enough. You need to thank Cyan too. Huh? It was he who reminded me to share my candy with you. By the way, Cyan, why did you know I have candy with me? I knew it the whole time. Huh? Your passion for candy and your habit of sharing it with others, everyone knows it. Is that so? Well, it's true that I usually share my candy with everyone, but my passion for candy... Am I wrong? Because sometimes you would go into hiding and then your candy bag would flatten, so I thought... Yeah, really. Did I misunderstand? Sorry. Don't apologize. You're just too smart and too reserved for your own good, Cyan. If someday you allow yourself to release your full potential, maybe even Blue will have become back. You're right. I think Cyan is meticulous and earnest too. Thank you for all your help, Cyan. Miss Fu, Orange. Alright. If you still have something to tell Miss Fu, out with it now. It's not fair to only reveal my secrets, right? Cyan stole a glance at Fuha and sighed to himself. He clenched his fist and seemed to have finally made up his mind. Miss Fu, the truth is, when we first met you, we were all very cautious deep down. After all, something we city representatives should be cautious about happened back then. But afterward, you helped us solve a huge crisis and accompanied us all the way here, which reduced our suspicion of you. Before Orange thought you were a detective because you're always deep in thought and easily intrigued by mysteries. It seemed like the habit of a professional. But the truth is, I didn't think so. I didn't explain it well to Orange at the time, though. Orange beamed encouragingly at him. You investigated those mysteries more out of a sense of mission instead of a personal interest, right, Miss Fuhua? Sense of mission? At the mention of the praise, a faraway look appeared in her eyes. I don't know how to elaborate. I just think it's nearly impossible for you to not intervene in things happening right before you. A bit like purple or red, but of course, Miss Fu is far more amazing than them. Only you can help us defeat the Honkai beast, Miss Fu. Maybe you are also the only one who can help us investigate this crisis of enlightenment and resolve it. Besides, it's precisely because you are that kind of person, you must have someone or something you can't let go of in your original world. Therefore, after the crisis here ends, you will definitely return to your original world and continue for your hunt for mysteries, right, Miss Fu? But before that, Orange and I, we would love to be your assistants and strive for the people and things we are not unwilling to let my tongue. Unwilling to let go of. Is that what you want to say? Yeah. All those immature words formed a declaration that the speaker had poured all his courage into, a detective and her assistant. For a brief moment, Fuha's mind traveled to the distant past, back when she had put on this outfit for the first time. Her companions back then had written a saying for their journey afterward. The seeker of truth will be back 1,000 times over. Perhaps this adorable city representative before her and his expectations for his acquaintances, as well as himself, would also be the same. No worries. So long as we are companions, we can be each other's assistants and move nearer to our goal together. Even after we reach our destination, we will close and move on too. Yeah! That's awesome sign, we should celebrate! Come on, fancy another piece of some candy? No thanks. Too much candy will cause to decay orange. Do they have dentists there? 2 little pieces of candy would never do that. Don't be shy, come on. Between their playful pushes and banter, the candy wrapper in Orange's hands fell out of her grasp and flew towards the other side of the bridge. Oh no. It's no big deal. Before she could even stand up, Fuha stepped forward and got the emergency under control with the tip of her shoe. However, before bending to pick up the mischievous candy wrapper, she would never have imagined what kind of evidence she would get from it. Huh? On the wall. What? Oh, she's so... It's the... Eh? It's the fire moth sign! Okay, I'm going to do... Do you still have time? That was the fire moth sign. Which is like... Since you don't know the story, it's an organization of a previous civilization, previous era, that fought against the Honkai and failed. And Fuhua was part of it. How much? Well... I will probably... it would be another hour, and since I've been streaming for 2 hours... I want to do at least a half of this, like this and this maybe, or only this. I just want to continue and see it continue. I don't like this cliffhanger. But yeah, the sign was... I think that the bridge, what they called a bridge, was probably part of the arc, the huge tower, the spaceship. That's why it had that sign. I'm going to... a little bit. Okay, I'm going to level up Fuhua first. Let's level this one up because I don't like the rest of them. Okay. Great. Nice. Story progress. Let's go. Of course you can leave if you want, but if you are like engaged with the story, when Fuhua was awakening the arc from the deep, someone else was quietly taking in everything that had happened in the dark. Oh, nothing. In Hesper's ruins, he gazed into this distance and wore a thin smile. In simple terms, I returned to the prison on my 4th day of release in order to satiate my insatiable curiosity. It was a cramped square that could only hold one person and wasn't suitable for staying long term. Inside, the bitter cold seeped into my very skin, numbing my flesh and freezing my nerves. It was clearly some kind of protective measure akin to refrigeration. I could even sense a modicum of pleasure in between the pain it brought me. Just like that, I curled up like an animal in hibernation, waiting for a gaze that could melt the ice. As the most peculiar prisoner there, I deserved such attention. But then I continued to question, did this visitor really know me? was my timely awakening merely a farce compared to collectors or aliens? Detectives are better suited to deal with me, right? What is he talking about? What's wrong? Do you know the man in the showcase? Yes. You can consider him my enemy. A nostalgic voice, as if the command was given yesterday. Fuha. He was a wise man, or rather, a cunning criminal. For him, crime was not a fault, but a praiseworthy art. Speaking of art, perhaps I should open my eyes to greet you passionately, and then say with a smile, "My dear great detective, it's been a while." How could there be such a person? Is he traumatized? Would a wise man also do such a stupid thing? Is this the honesty of a child? Oh, it's the old Otto look-alike. It's this one. As onlookers, it was only natural that Orange and Cyan would think that way. The young boy spoke and interrupted the happy memories of reunion with old friends. While from my standpoint, you are just as dangerous as Fuhua. From your departure to her arrival, do I need to tell you about all the anomalies that have occurred again? But you chose to stand by my side. Mindful Vita, I understand your concerns. Smartest one, though he had made a wise decision, but it was only when he got involved and discovered the stupidities hidden underneath that he fled in panic. Even if you don't care about that, it will still affect the relationships between the seven of you. This is what truly matters to you. Good point. It's unbelievable that we are only known each other for 4 short days. Blue, we have only known him for 2 days. We just met him yesterday, didn't we? Yes, but his observations of everyone started from the moment he escaped from the museum. I knew it. You realized it ages ago. But I'm truly intrigued why you, the city guardian, would be interested in an ordinary man like me. I have an equal interest in everything I see. You just happen to be a part of that everything. We are really well suited, right? What do we do next? We changed nothing. The outsider named Fuhua, unlike the one beside us, her dangerous side lies in a place she isn't aware of herself. She's the most suitable truth seeker. Suitable doesn't necessarily mean appropriate. You're always one to be brutally frank, aren't you? However, curiosity and thirst for knowledge are basic human nature, but people like us who can improve their nature to the point of self-awareness are extremely rare, and are bound to stand out among other people. Think about it. When you and I are busy seeking the truth, the majority of people only have eyes for food, clothing, safety and love. They try their best, but they always end up being the same insignificant members of society. Oh shit. Like him. Is that something to be proud of, or do you no longer need to eat or hide in your secret base now? You have a point. We can never live without our cravings. Then, consider it some kind of nonsense I made up to find similarities between you and me. You are really odd. A lot of people have said that about me too, but for you, my willing assistance. I definitely hold no reservations, although I may have chosen a rather dumb approach. Dumb? Why? Like what you said yesterday, although I will take a while to prove, I'll still want to trust you, because Purple said the same thing. Huh? Is this a little secret between you and her? Far from it. We decided to tell everyone from the beginning, but the perfect opportunity never arose. I thought I could only earn your trust by putting myself on the dissecting table. What are you talking about? I would never do such a thing. I'm so monotone again. Now that you know her better, don't say things that could be misunderstood. Alright, I will keep that in mind. No worries, it's fine. But you need to promise me that those monsters today weren't your doing. Okay, I promise you that those monsters were not my doing. I'm also quite curious about where they came from, but curiosity aside, I still need to consider my safety for the time being, just as you said before. Apart from that great detective who can smash stone pillars with a mere punch, no one would dare fight those scary monsters, right? But on the other hand, you don't need to worry about your companions with her around. Not to mention that the repertoire had just started. Oh, we cleared the stage already. How should she put her current mood into words? After an eternity of silence, she still couldn't find the answer. Perhaps she felt some premonition when she saw that strangely familiar and huge building that was referred to as a forbidden ground. Perhaps when she had first set eyes on that bridge with the fracture right below it, she should have anticipated that this sight would escape her own throat at some point. Sigh. Anyways, the miracle holding all the hopes, the arc representing the resolution of the young girl, the spacecraft that lost contact with Earth 1,500 years ago, is trapped in some ruins in the end. Cold as steel. Miss Fu, what's wrong? I recognize this pattern, Orange. The fact it's here means that this bridge was actually a part of the spaceship my friend designed and created. The Ark. What does that word mean, Miss Fu? At the sight of the question swimming in Orange's eyes, Fuhua confirmed her initial theory again. Despite the presence of convenient urban surveillance equipment, small robots that assist in city management and recording cameras, the technological level here was far from the space age. Otherwise, Blue, the smartest one among the 7 Vitas, wouldn't have said something like, I still have a lot to learn about the structure of this place. Just like its name suggests, a spaceship is a giant ship that can soar high above the sky. And the bridge in front of the ship. In my homeland, we call it a cabin. That's a bit complicated. As far as you can remember, when did this strangely shaped bridge appear? Okay, to be honest, we just stumbled across it before we were leading everyone past the fracture after the cataclysm. Before that, no one had ever seen a building like this. Yes, that's why we held a discussion about the origin of this bridge during the assembly after our new home was built. According to Red, the bridge had long been underground and it only emerged from the fracture because the ground cracked. Just like a seed breaking through the soil. But Purple suggested an alternative view. She reckoned the bridge fell from the sky just like fruit falls from a tree. Purple's view seems to be closer to the tree based on the giant ship that soars high above the sky that Miss Fu just mentioned. Yes, judging from the damage done to the cabin, the spaceship must have taken an incredible impact, but the spaceship itself should also be nearby. After all, a part of it is right here. Perhaps it's in the place you call the Forbidden Area. The warm atmosphere was completely shattered by those two words which carried a sense of foreboding. It was at this moment that Cyan realized one of the reasons why Fuhua always furrowed her eyebrows in thought. Did you long suspect that but didn't say anything because of who we are, Miss Fu? I guess you could say that. After all, I'm still an outsider to you. I figured when in Rome, do as the Romans do. That means I have to play by your rules. But now that my suspicion has been proven, it would be rather impolite to keep hiding it. Despite the less than optimistic situation, she still carried a glimmer of hope as she gazed at the two young city representatives. Orange, Cyan, have you ever seen a girl called Grisio? She's a bit older than you. Yeah, and about as tall as me with beautiful long light cyan hair. Cyan?
身長は私とそう変わらないはずで、
Wait.
髪は綺麗な水色です。
You called it cyan? Is it cyan? Really? Am I colorblind? This is cyan. Cyan? I guess I am colorblind. Very light cyan. Okay. Okay. I still see blue. Like a blanket blue. Blanket. I don't know. Like sky. Really, 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 really light blue. I'm stupid. I just realized. It's not. Yes, Grizio's hair is kind of cyan. I just, for some reason, since cyan is kind of this guy is kind of green, I was thinking of turquoise, and then I realized that cyan is, yeah. She has a red tail on her back. Not like she has long hair, but she has them behind her back. She gestured with her hand, searching hard in her mind for any other information about Grizio. After about 1,000 years, all the memories, happy or sad, seemed to be shrouded in a layer of mist, making them appear indistinct and evoking sense of melancholy. Oh yeah, she was also very good at painting and always had a brush, a drawing board and paints with her. Once she got in the mood, all the floors and walls, even her own body, would be dotted with paint. Artists. Long ago, she was driving this very ship as she started her journey. If you've seen her, no, even if you just heard about someone who fits my description, please let me know. Who is this Grizio to you, Miss Fu? She was a friend that I cherished very much and also one of my few peers. After pondering hard and long, the two representatives shook their heads and looked toward Wu-Hua with a tinge of embarrassment. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Fu. I've neither seen her in enlightenment nor heard about her sign. What about you? Me neither. But although no one's ever seen Grizio in enlightenment, we can say the same about Eternite. People rarely ever come here, so perhaps Miss Grizio started living nearby after leaving the spaceship. Those two words, I guess it's Morning Star and the other one, and they just decided to change the the translation on a whim, just because. Yeah, Cyan is right. If we are lucky, we may find some clues about Miss Grisio whereabouts when searching for her. Fuwa stood dumbfounded for a second before warmth slowly caressed her heart like a gentle breeze. Even though those two couldn't offer any actual clues, they were still trying their best to console her. Thank you for helping me. You're always welcome, Miss Fu. That's what we should do. Help each other. If it had been the other Vitas, they would have done the same thing. That's what family is for. Aw. Alright then. I'm counting on you now. Grisio. Will we see her now? No? Hope you are really fine. Really are fine. Fuwa, there's something here. Fuwa took the object in Cyan's hands and dusted it off gently. Then the stared at the transparent hemisphere that was slightly broken on the surface but perfectly intact inside. This looks like a micro-city inside a crystal ball. There seems to be a spring. Let's twist it and see what happens. The moment Fuwa let go, mellow music came out of the crystal ball with the micro-city inside began to move as the music played. Thanks to Blue's creativity and Purple's skillful hands, Cyan had seen many intricately designed music boxes, but he had never heard a melody so filled with deep emotion. It came from the distant past, tender like a dream, hazy like the rain. Every sound was filled with deep emotion, and each note was mesmerizing. The ripple of sentiment is sent passing through their bodies was heartbreakingly beautiful. Beautiful. But perhaps it was a malfunction of some component inside the crystal ball, but the microcity only operated for a while before suddenly disappearing, with its street lights going out and leaving nothing but darkness. Despite Fuwa's relentless started, the unfinished music refused to play again. What a shame. Yeah. Her mind was haunted by thousands of thoughts and emotions. Fuwa did her best not to reminisce about all her past feelings. Was it just a coincidence? As mellow as fine wine, as sparkly as gold, and able to keep the original tune even after an eternity. But it ended abruptly. Cyan, let's put it aside for now. When we find Blue, we can ask him and Purple to fix it. I remember the time when Cyan's camera was suddenly knocked to the ground at the celebration banquet. The lens and case were badly broken, but they managed to repair it in a week? Yeah, it will only take 2 days at most to fix this little crystal ball, I guess. Then I should thank them in advance. Alright. Miss Fu, do you know who wrote that piece of music? I do. She and Grisio, as well as the one who made both this crystal ball and the spaceship, were my friends. My very first friends. So this ball was actually thrown from the cabin when it was falling and ended up here. Crystal? Created crystal? I smell an Alicia. Well, she's dead. That's very likely. Then maybe Miss Grisio also. Cyan. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it that way. It's fine, humans are a lot tougher than a crystal ball. Besides, Grisio she's special, I believe in her. If this crystal ball also belongs to Miss Grisio, she might be able to find something else nearby. Let's start searching. Okay. Nothing special here. Fuwa picked a book up off the ground. The cover had vanished and the pages were all stuck together, with the writing long since reduced and blurred in case patches. I thought that it was a doujin. Grisio is an artist after all. Even blue and purple could do nothing about it, judging from its damage. It's okay, maybe we can still find some information in it. Put that aside. She carefully separated the pages that were stuck together. After a long while, she eventually stumbled across a paragraph that was still legible. Text. On the morning of the 16th day, before the sun had risen, I picked up my bag, left the shelter, and headed to the beach. Perhaps it was because of the storm yesterday. The creatures on the nameless island were exceptionally lively then. I could always hear rustling noises from above the dense forest. Initially, I did not notice that as I was in a hurry. However, that sound became noisier. It sounded like several people were holding onto a huge net while jumping back and forth on the trees. I was afraid that I would be their prey, so I did not care to avoid the shell fossils in the wet mud as I ran towards the beach. I only stopped as I winced in pain when the seawater washed over my wound. I looked back. Dozens, hundreds, no. A huge kaleidoscope of butterflies was swarming toward me. They were going to eat me. After this thought flashed through my mind, I pulled my bag over and ducked. When the rustling noises were next to my ears, I thought nothing was impossible on this nameless island. Yet that rustling only lasted for 10 seconds or so. I stood up and watched from behind in a daze. They flew towards the boundless sea as they were scattered by the ceaseless strong winds. Then I finally understood. The butterflies were merely flying, and I had happened to be in their way. I don't know why they flew. Maybe it was for sweeter nectar, maybe it was for a beloved mate, or maybe it was for freedom, which they could not comprehend themselves. I only knew that they must have gone mad, just like me, when I insisted on coming to this nameless island, despite the consequences. Regardless, I survived another day. On the morning of the 17th day, I went to the beach again. There were no butterfly corpses there, just countless resplendent seashells. The two faces of the shells seemed like spread wings, sparkling in the sand before they disappeared under the tides. Perhaps the swarm of butterflies were already gone, or perhaps these shells were the butterflies that did not leave this island. Phew! What a story. This book's owner may not be who you thought it was, Cyan. Yeah? Here, there are some annotations at the end of this page. Following Orich's fingers, Cyan saw two sentences. This shellfish swam into the forests while the butterflies flew into the oceans. In the very end, they all found a new home for themselves. That makes the whole story sound like a fairy tale. Was this also Grisio's book? This book must have belonged to another scientist friend of mine. My guess is she was just teasing Grisio by giving her this book, but Grisio took it to heart and read it cover to cover. I see. But maybe the whole reason she thought of giving her this book was because it was Grisio. If you've got questions about infinity, why not ask a child of infinite possibilities? Speaking of infinity, I've never thought about this before. How come the Vitas and I can understand each other's languages? Power of magic, power of anime. Who on earth are they? Yeah. Honkai beasts. Yeah, let's beat them up. Phoenix power. Power. Let's go. Let's beat them up. Fight. What? Okay. Oh shit. She's Electro. This is physical, I guess. Physical fool. Oh no. Go, grandma, go. Granny Fuwa. Let's go. Phoenix. Come on, there's something big buried here. What is it? Door. Following Orange's leaf, Fuwa's attention was quickly drawn to something shining red under the runes. How did this jade pendant end up here? Oh, it's Fuwa's. Did she give it to Grisio before her journey? Aww. Her heart sank and a chill ran through her whole body. The jade pendant now grasped in her hands was very important for both Grisio and her. And Grisio always cherished things of great importance unless... She's not dead, no. In a heartbeat, she became lost in her distant memories. It was many years ago and a perfectly normal day, but thanks to Miss Pink's impulsive proposal, the day ended up being pretty special. Alicia! My baby! My wife! Oh. If all of our friends have been giving each other gifts, we should try it too. But since there are 13 of us, don't forget to invite Mobius and Kevin. Gift giving wasn't her strong suit, so she was mulling over what gifts she would give home before any names were drawn. What would she get, the fiery Kalpas, or the tricky Dr. Mobius, or the one who started it all, who would accept anything but was difficult to read? She prepared in every way she could. It would have been a lot easier to give to the more extreme among them. Giving gifts is hard, like thinking of what to give. It's always like, give me anything or don't give me. Hey, why are you pressed so close to the door? Oh, Grisio, are you busy now? I'm drawing. She has such a cute little voice. Oh, did you need something? Grisio, my gift for you. I want to take it in advance, okay? Hua inhaled quietly. It was funny to think she would be this nervous in front of Grisio. But Alicia said we're exchanging gifts tomorrow. Right, so I wanted to give you this in advance. Why is that? Because... Forget it. After thinking for a while, she still couldn't bring herself to explain. Maybe she shouldn't have joined in their gift-giving game after all. And maybe she should have thought more deeply about the game's meaning before preparing her gift. Eden was planning on singing a song. Kalpas was going to make a special mirror. Their gifts were unique, but didn't go overboard. Then there was hers. She grasped the jade pendant tightly in her hands and, after hesitating for a few seconds, handed it to Grisio. Oh, a self-made gift. That's always good. Grisio, this is a jade pendant I made myself. Thank you, Fuwa. Aww. Baby. Why is the stone so warm? I held it all the way here, so it's probably a bit warm. I hope you don't mind. She didn't mention the fact that she had been lingering at the doorway for a total of 20 minutes. Why would I mind? It's so warm, just like you, Fuwa. I love it. Good to hear. This is the stone. This stone is the gift you stayed up all night preparing? Alicia told me you would probably give me my gift tonight and that I should return to my room to wait for you. Alicia is your stalker. But after waiting a while, I didn't hear any knock, so I opened the door, and then I found you on my doorstep. That explains it. Why didn't you want to give me your gift in front of everyone?
それは
Because my definition of gift might be different from everyone else. Grezio blinked, her eyes full of disbelief. Cosma also said that my definition of gift was different from this. But just because something's different doesn't make it wrong. Aww. You gave me this gift to have something that's important to both of us and let me take care of it. And I gave you my gift because I wanted you to have something that's important to both of us. And you take care of it. Now these two gifts will always belong to us no matter what.
そうです
It's
ね
true. You're right, Grezio. The past vanished like a mist. But the broken jade pendant became warmer in her hands, just like night she spent lingering nervously at the door many millennia ago. 50,000 years ago.
そうですね
Right. What's different isn't necessarily wrong.
グレッシュ必ず
Oh,
あなたを
Grezio
見
is
つけ
an
出すから
fossil now too. Grezio, I promise I will find you. She put the jade pendant away and smiled gratefully at Cyan and Orange. But they suddenly heard the roar of monsters and a girl crying for her nearby. Crying. Oh. We cleared 10, so 11 and 12 is left. That was Red's voice.
深さん急がなきゃ
Do you still want to continue or should I leave it for next time? Actually, I might actually leave it here. My neck kind of hurts from reading. Let's give up for now. You would like to go to sleep, okay? I would also like to go. Well, I'm going to watch anime. Defeat. Anyways, good night. Have a good sleep. This was long.
今週はまだ記憶洗浄に挑戦してないでしょ？挑戦してみない？
We have survived another chapter. Well, not a chapter. But yeah. Okay. Good night. And have a nice day tomorrow. See you maybe next week. Good night. Good night. Bye.